welcome back. And the news says President Buhari should arrest these three men with immediate effect. In my own view, these three men have misled. In the writer's own view, these three men have misled the public on many key issues, and we may discover the damage of their misleading very soon, which surely will be calamitous. I think that's like a version of calamity. The former president's top list. This is because, as a man that is believed to be a basket of wisdom, there are things you are not expected to say. By the single statement he made a while ago that anyone the federal government claims is coronavirus positive should be brought to him to hug, and thereby misleading the gullible followers, he should be arrested. That's a bit of a stretch, but I understand how that could be misleading. Yes, that's because the statement made so many people to believe until today that coronavirus does not exist. It maybe would have to start breaking this idea that because he's in a place of power and his age and whatever, you believe anything he says just because. Like, people should still have that responsibility for themselves to do research and find out about the virus, not listen to a politician. Someone says they believe it is a scam and many of them are not obeying the preventive instructions from the federal government against coronavirus. That is very, very true. But still, arresting is a bit of a stretch. The second person is Pastor Chris Oyakilome. By the way, the first person was Olusegun Obasanjo. The supposed man of God has been looking confused and sounding like a comedian recently. At this critical time, we do not need people that will add confusion to the already confused nation. Chris Oyakilome has distracted a lot of people and even put the lives of millions of Nigerians in danger after his statement that connected coronavirus to 5G. That is the thing with pastors and people. You can't be gullible to pastors. And obviously he's influential, so obviously he has a bit of responsibility with the things that he says. But still, people should be responsible because at the end of the day, it is their choice to take in information or reject information. It all comes down to the person and it comes down to choice at the end of the day. But I'm not justifying his behavior as well. He should understand that he is influential and his words carry meaning. This, to me, which is the writer, is very dangerous. Men like this should be guided in their utterances. The third person is Femi Fani-Kayode. The former aviation minister is constantly destroying the image of the federal government in pretense of criticism. He takes delight in insulting the person of President Buhari. He also was the first person that said Bill Gates and Elon Musk are planning to use the coronavirus vaccines to destroy Africans. He's also made a mockery of the federal government of Nigeria. Yes, some of the things he says may be true, but at this critical time, he should be locked up for a few weeks to allow concentration. What? We don't need any confusion and distractors. The nation needs unity at this particular time. If you'd want any sort of action, maybe the Nigerian government will have to block their social media accounts or suspend them for like a few weeks. But arresting is a bit of a stretch. You're gonna arrest somebody, that's like taking an extra man. And these men will never be arrested. How? They wouldn't be arrested because they're influential in society and they've got connections. A lot of people have their comments to say. And someone says, he who must go to equity must go with clean hands. Buhari's hands are not clean, so does not have more justification to arrest them. General GEJ did not arrest him when he said he was going to make the country ungovernable for him. The evil that men do live after them. Someone says, you didn't add the real culprit like Lai Mohammed. Buhari, who promised his good citizens who voted for him, changed in different ways, yet nothing to show for it. Fashola, who promised us light in 6 months, the chief of army staff, and the president who promised to wipe out herdsmen and Boko Haram. Another person says, people like you are the ones that are supposed to be arrested. Who wants us to believe that all is well when in fact the nation isn't? And that's true as well, but arresting is a bit of a stretch. The country has a lot more to focus on than arresting people, as in the country's medical care is not bad and people are dying of hunger. Maybe that should be the focus rather than arresting people. Because if you're able to go on the internet, pay for data and look at this information, you're able to spend your data on actually doing research. Someone says, foolishness. Write-up will never make you popular. God will have mercy on you, so you will not use your write-up to put yourself in problems. he's speaking the truth. Some of them have been misleading, but when it comes to arresting them, that is going to be a stretch. Somebody says, go, please close this chapter before you put yourself into a big problem. So someone says, you two need to be arrested for calling Nigerian giant of Africa a confused nation. But you can't just do all talk and no action. Like, because you're named giant of Africa because it's the most populous nation does not mean it's prospering, especially in terms of its economy. Well, put what you think in the comment section below. Do you feel like these three men should be arrested? Don't forget to like and also subscribe.